past 2 weeks, the Student Forum has been discussing their annual budget allocations. Now, some say that the concert committee budget should be limited because spending $100,000 a year on concerts other than Springfest actually takes away from other clubs. So that means no more concerts like Third Eye Blind, more smaller bands, more Joe Schmo's Garage Band from Schenectady, let's say. Anyway, earlier I spoke to Jess Handibode about this issue. Check it out. Joining me now is Princess Jess Handibode. How are you, my dear?
Hello.
All right, now I think I'm gonna bite the hand that feeds this club because you did just approve us for a nice $7,000 budget.
I did.
Okay, now the issue is here. Why would you ever consider limiting the concert committee budget?
Because concerts here get just as much attention as Springfest, and no other liberal arts school our size gives concerts a budget as we give them. Okay, now, can't you say that that sets us apart from other schools? Like, how is that a bad thing? I don't... It absolutely does set us apart, but a concert, let's say in spring, that's 4 weeks before Springfest, why do we still charge ticket sales when the concert's completely funded? All that money just gets rolled over into next year's budget, so all those seniors lose money out.
I just don't see, I don't see why it's an issue. These concerts, they bring us together as a school. What other time are we, as a majority or a large portion of our student body under one roof doing one thing together? I mean,
a lot of other things. If the fashion show brings out a third of the campus, just as much as the Shakti Spring Formal brings out just as much of the campus. I mean, that's why they have to hold it in the Ramada Inn.
Not as many people go to those events as the concerts.
Well, I mean,
Third Eye Blind was a huge success.
But the first concert that we had,
filled.
The Phantom Planet concert, didn't even generate $5,000 in revenue.
Okay, but you're talking about bringing in groups that are like Phantom Planet and that no one's heard about. You know what I mean? Like bringing in those kind of groups instead of groups like Third Eye Blind, which quite frankly to me it's like, okay, when an incoming freshman hears that we get bands like Third Eye Blind, that's a sell to him. You know what I mean? And when they hear we get Phantom Planet, like who the hell is
Phantom Planet's more current than Third Eye Blind is, who hasn't released songs in the past decade.
I've never heard of them.
Phantom Planet, they do the cover song to the OC.
Oh.
Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Did you ask the students, what do the students think? Do the students want this?
I think that the hardest thing to always come across when you're making budgets for next year is what would better the clubs on campus and to have more concerts and more venues for smaller schools. Granted, 1,500 kids wouldn't be coming out to a concert, but maybe you could get 1,500 kids over the course of the year to come to 10 or 12 concerts.
Okay, but did you ask the students? Is this what the students want?
Well, I brought it up to Student Forum, and that's how you elected your representatives to talk for and the voice of the students.
This is true. Do you think they really do that?
Well, that's another issue.
That is another issue, isn't it? Okay, well, whatever. That's just how I stand. I don't think that, bringing in smaller bands is ultimately doing, first of all, a good thing for the campus body as on the whole, and second of all for the concert committee. You know what I mean? I mean, you're hurting two big important groups there, and I just think that.
Well, Springfest would still be getting $120,000 a year, and this year concerts was given $60,000 to start and came back for an additional $60,000, putting them on the same level as a Springfest. No, could you agree that these concerts this year were at the same quality as a Springfest? And putting money into concerts ultimately takes away money from other clubs.
Well,
clubs that just as many people go to, like ski clubs.
Right. Okay, but those clubs still consist of students who go to the concerts. I mean, every student benefits from these concerts. That's how I see it.
If every student would benefit on the sense of a small scale, just turning those concerts down.
Okay. Well, we just don't see eye to eye on this.
Time.
Whatever, Jess. Okay. Back to the studio. I mean, you all know where I stand. I think that, big name bands like Third Eye Blind bring us together as a school, so I don't know. I don't think the budget should be limited, but anyway, we'll see. It's not really up to me, is it?